Okay, so now I'll connect to my base.
Device connected. Base. Internal radio.
Good. In the last video we did fixed mode. Now I'm going to come here, device base, so that we now do you can see fixed mode, the first one. We now do internal radio. You can see transparent, channel 6, do internal radio, Autobase mode. Last video we did fixed position, now Autobase. So Autobase mode, you don't need to set on a ground control point. You will use your rover to calibrate your receiver. So Autobase method, in the past it was easy to just use one coordinate for your site calibration, but now we need two coordinates to get a good calibration. So I think for Autobase, you use Autobase now mostly when you have two coordinates on site and you want to do site calibration. Aside that, if you have only one control, we recommend that you use fixed position method. So because one point alone will not give you good values. Site calibration with one point alone will not give you the best values. So now I've come to site calibration, but before I go to site calibration, the first thing I need to do is let's try and understand the principle of site calibration. Site calibration is saying you have a control on ground and you want to shift your GNSS coordinates to that control on ground, just the way it's just like setting up on a ground control. So for site calibration, you need two coordinates. The coordinates that your RTK will give you when you just go there and you just get to site and you have set up your equipment in the right coordinate system, and you just go to the control and measure. So you need that coordinate and also the coordinate of that control. So what site calibration does is that it will shift that coordinate that you got, which will not be accurate. It will not be the value of the control. It will shift that one, the value of the control, so that after site calibration, when you try to measure that point again, you will get the value of that control. So that's how site calibration works. So now, first thing we need to do is, like I said, you have set up everything and you have set up your correct coordinate system. Is to come to element and add your points. Here we are using OTS A. Don't forget you must select as control point, extremely important. So you just key in the values. Okay, so now we will key in the value of the second control, which is OTS C. Move to the second control and key in the value. Don't forget point type must be control point. So I've keyed in my two control points. The next thing I'm going to do is to measure those points. So since I'm on OTSC now, I'll just measure that one. Make sure you center your bubble. Make sure your bubble is at the center. So OTSC, I will call that one OTSCM because it's the one I'm measuring. It's not the one I keyed in. Yeah, OTSCM. Make sure your pole height is correct. Pole height is 2 meters. So I've measured OTSC. I'll go to OTSA now. I'm on OTSA now, and I'm going to take a measurement on OTSA. No. OTSAM. M is for measure. So I'll just measure now. Don't forget to center your bubble. Good. So I've taken all the two measurements. I will now go to site calibration. I've taken my two measurements. I've also keyed in the two coordinates. I'll now go to site calibration. One step method, weighted average. Elements, control 1, TSA, control 1, is A, control TSA, and the point I measured is what? TSAM. Don't forget, I click OK. Now we add the next point, element, Control C, that's OTS C, and then you can see the one I measured. So you see that you notice that the one that you measured, it will put the value in there as lat long. Don't worry, as lat long. It's trying to determine a transformation parameter between what you put in and what you measured. It's trying to figure out how to transform from one to the other. So click OK. So you see, I have this little error. My controls are not very fantastic. You can see, but you just go ahead and click apply. You see, it's saying it exceeds. It says exceed this 0.02. I'll click apply. Say apply. See, so it said current datum changed. It has successfully done the calibration. Definitely, we don't expect to get very good heights because my controls were not fantastic, but we still get good results. So I'm on OTS A now. OTS A, I have 558.711.884.3.3. Okay, hold on, let us just enter the bubble. So I have 353, which is very close, and my height I have 2.859. That's about 1 cm, no, 2 cm difference, about 2 cm difference in height. So let's go to OTS C. So I had millimeter difference in my X and Y, and I had 2 cm on my height. So now I'm going to OTSC to check. I have 558.481. Here on my OTSC, I have about 3 cm, which is high. It should not be. I have 711.889.316. Okay, that's very good. And my height, I have 2.936. That's about 1 cm plus, which is okay. So let's check our OTSB. OTSB did not participate in the calibration. So let's check OTSB. That's 558.480.421. I have 434.433. Okay, that's a millimeter level, or about 1 cm. 711.886.775. I have 779. That's 4 mm. Height 2.881, 2.88, and here I have 2.88890. That's about 1 cm. So you can see for all the points we have, aside C, that let's go back to C and see. Maybe we did not center C properly, and see what value we get there for C. So now we center, and we have 558.481.044 on OTSC, or 045, and 711.889.313. Okay, so we have just about maybe about less than 2 cm. Okay, so I think we did not center properly before. We have less than 2 cm, about 1 cm plus on OTSC. So this is how to carry out your site calibration on site. You use 2 controls, you key in the values of the 2 controls, and then you measure the 2 points, and then once you are done with your site, the process, you check on it, you should be getting the value of the control. So you can see here precision threshold. The reason why we were seeing that error of that 2 cm error is because our precision threshold was 2 cm, right? It was 2 cm before. I've changed it to 5 cm. If we do the calibration again, we will not see that error. We will not see that error again. Usually, vertical error is twice horizontal error. Usually for GNSS, vertical error is usually twice horizontal error.